Hi guys, it's Craig here. Got a couple of tips for you, brewing tips here that I thought I'd just round up. Something happened to me not too long ago, and I was in a bit of a pickle, and I did some research and figured out how to get out of it. So, with the help of a friend of mine, Emiladius actually reminded me of this. I've read about this, and I thought, no way, it's not going to work. And he said, try it. So I did, and it does work. So let's suppose you've got a carboy here, you've got a bung, a rubber bung, whether it's part of an airlock or whether you're going to just put it on there to shake, your sanitizer in, and you accidentally you get it in there and you accidentally push it inside like that. What do? And then what happens next is you look down at your carboy and you think, oh my God, how am I going to get that out of there? Simple way of doing it, okay? Watch. Okay, grab yourself something like this, like a long sleeve shirt. You can use a pillowcase. Some people use tea towels if they're thin enough. It has to be a fairly thin material. You want to try and force the least amount of material in here as you need to. So I'm going to put this inside here. Okay, some of you may have seen this before, but if you haven't, then here we go. I'm going to force some of that in there like that, okay? And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to tip this carboy on its side like that, and I'm going to course the bung, see, onto the shirt like that, and then I'm just going to pull. It takes a little bit of strength. There's your bung. Okay. Oh. All right. Part 2 of this video, and there's a third part which I want you to stick around for because it's very important to me. Information and something about my Friday show. You need to know this, okay? So you can participate. Now, this is about Starsan. Starsan is my favorite sanitizer. I just love the way it works. I love the foam. It makes me feel like things are getting sanitized and cleaned. It's kind of got that sort of soapy kind of feel to it, and it does work very well. I've never had a problem with it. This 32-ounce bottle of Starsan was a gift to me from Paul, who came from Minneapolis. Sorry, I can't get those two mixed up. And brought me a bunch of stuff. So thanks again, Paul. This 32-ounce Starsan was $17.50 for this big container. If I was to try and buy this where I live, it's going to be about $35. I don't want to just pour it down the drain after I'm finished because it's expensive. And I mean, this is going to last me a long time anyway, but I'd rather stretch it out as much as I can. The 5-star company that makes this claims that after the Starsan solution goes cloudy, basically, you mix it with water, okay? So I just use tap water here. Don't mind the rubbish on the thing here. This is a batch of Starsan that was made probably about a month ago, and it's gone down. It was up to the top here. That's where a 1 gallon mark is when I fill these things up. And I've lost quite a bit because of evaporation or, just pouring it from thing to thing, and you just lose it after a while. They claim that after it goes cloudy like this, it no longer works. Okay, and some of us have been testing this, and my homebrew buddy and good friend Emiladius on YouTube has done, and other people too, have done experiments with Starsan and trying to find out whether it actually does stop working after it's cloudy. And the results of the experiments have been a little bit surprising and encouraging, at least with the water that we're using. But our tap water is quite hard. It's got a lot of minerals in it, and the minerals are what make this cloudy. I don't know the chemistry behind it. It's just what happens. So this is looking like I can't see through this at all. And I've been using this for about a month now, over and over again, to sanitize my equipment. What about the fact that it goes cloudy and doesn't work anymore? That's what they say. Here's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to make a brand new batch of Starsan. This is 1 gallon of tap water. Okay, this was tap water, like it is tap water mixed with Starsan. It was made the exact same way, and it's a month old, and it's cloudy as all hell. So we're going to do a test on the Starsan. The thing about Starsan is it's acid-based. So as long as it has an acidity or a pH balance of 2.0, or somewhere in that vicinity, I think it's 2.0, 3.0 to 2.0, it's acidic enough to kill the bacteria on your equipment. Okay? So let's make a new batch of Starsan right now. So you just take your Starsan, and I put half an ounce. You squeeze it until you get half an ounce, like that, for 1 gallon. That's what I do. That's roughly the instructions are on the can, on the bottle here, but so you get that, and you pour it in your 1 gallon of. That's the concentration that I use. It's very, very close to the recommended concentration. I just rounded it off a little bit. It's actually a little more Starsan solution in the water than what's necessary, but it's just a tiny bit, and it just makes it easier for me to measure it out. Okay, so there's a half an ounce in 1 gallon. All right, so there's that. We're going to put on a lid, and we're going to give it a shake. This is just tap water. Okay, same as that, exactly the same as this, except this has been used and we've lost some of it. I might have spilt some, you know how it works. Okay, so there we have it. There is a fresh batch of Starsan. Now, I'm going to put that down there, and here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get a little. Oh no, this is what we'll do. We'll get the lids. This is how we'll do this. Now, we'll pour a little bit of the Starsan into this lid here. Okay, so there's that Starsan, the one that's 1 month old and cloudy as all heck. And we'll get the brand new Starsan that we just made. Whoop, whoop. And we'll dump it into that little container there. Okay? I feel like a Pepsi Coke commercial here. Right? Now we're going to get these little test strips. And again, I have to thank my good friend Emiladius, who furnished me with these. I couldn't find these anywhere. I've been all over the city. Fish stores, pet stores, chemist, pool shops. Couldn't find them. All right. So there's 2. Can you see that? Yes, you can. All right. And on the little label on here is the color chart. So if you, I'm gonna move that as close as I can, and you can see that that's red, and that's the color it needs to be when I dip these in. If it's going close to orange like that, then it's starting to get weaker, and it's probably not going to work. And of course, then you got the yellow and the greens, and of course, yeah, it's not good. So we're going to compare these two. This is the month-old Starsan, and this is the brand new Starsan, both with tap water, the same tap water. So I'm going to move these. You know which is which. The cloudy one's on my right, and the brand new one is on my left. Okay? All right, here we go. Now, if you can see a difference, okay, and I'm going to take a photograph of these right now, live here, right now, okay? I'm going to take a photograph. I'm going to put them down on the table. I'm going to get my camera. I know I have to load a card into it. Oh, where is it? Okay? And I'm going to snap a picture of these right now. Just hang on a second here. Okay, well, I'll use a flash. And there. I've got a picture. There's the picture. Okay, and I'll put this on the video here so you guys can see they're exactly the same color. I honestly cannot tell the difference. Now I'm going to do a little bit of Photoshop on these, and I'm going to boost the chrominance of this image that I just took. Not a lot of difference in these two test strips. Okay, so the Starsan that's a month old and as cloudy as all get out is just as acidic. Okay, so the bottom line is make your Starsan solution, put a lid on it so it doesn't evaporate, because if it evaporates it'll get stronger, it'll get more potent, and you don't want that. Okay, if you can get some of these, by all means, do your own experiment with your tap water. But in my area, with my tap water in Ontario, I can use Starsan with my tap water as long as I want to, and it doesn't lose its effectiveness. This is a month old, cloudy as all get out, and it's still working just fine. I brewed a batch of beer yesterday using this very Starsan to sanitize everything. It's fermenting away, and it smells wonderful. There's no infection. Okay, part 3 of this video right now. Okay, finally, this is important to me, okay, and I want to prepare you guys for this so you can participate. Friday nights, in case you don't know, which you probably do, but just in case you don't, Friday nights I do a live broadcast on justin.tv/CraigTube at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, it's there because I want you guys to be able to call in and ask questions. Now, I haven't been receiving a lot of calls. You call in using a program called Skype, which is free, and you download Skype. It's harmless. It won't hurt your computer. You can get it for the Mac or the PC, and you install it, and then you look for me on Skype. My name is Craig Talk 1. Okay, and that's how you can talk to me directly on Skype when I'm on my show. Now, we play music, and we play videos, and we play games, and we do all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of great people in the chat room. This week, I want to have some fun. I want you guys to call in and tell me and tell everybody your worst brewing experiences, or any stories that you've got related to home brewing. Did you ever spill your whole batch all over the kitchen floor? Did you ever drop your glasses into your wort? Did you ever, pitch your yeast way too high? And if you did, what happened? Anything that you've done while you're in your brewing career, hobby, where you've had an extravaganza, some sort of a crazy thing happen. It's like, oh my, and a story to tell. I got a couple of myself that I'm going to tell on the show, but I'm not going to tell them until some people call in and tell theirs first. So it's Craig Talk 1 on Skype. Please try to set aside an hour or two on Friday evening to come over, listen to our music, chat in the chat room, and call in and tell me your brewing stories. So please do come by and share your stories with us. I'd love to hear you guys call in, and I think that the viewers would absolutely love to hear it as well. And there's not that many people. It's not like thousands of people. It's just, 40, 50 people in the room. It's no big deal, just like being at a party. Okay, so please try to come by. If you don't want to call in with your stories, you can come in, you can chat, and you can post the stories in the chat room of your experience with home brewing and what you've done, things that you've encountered that you think are worth mentioning. Anything at all would be great. I dropped a package of yeast once all over the floor at 3 o'clock in the morning, and my wort was all set to go, and I'm not going to tell the rest of that story. Okay, you have to come by the broadcast. It's free. I'm not getting paid for it. We do it for fun, and that's all there is to it, okay? Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it helped you, and I hope you got some good information from it, and I hope to see you on Friday. Cheers.